Merry Christmas, everybody!
It's Christmas Day!
It is Christmas morning. No, it's not. It's just gone 12.
Just
so
gone lunch.
Yeah, so Merry Christmas, everybody. I'm sorry about the video last night. We recorded about an hour of Christmas memories, and the GoPro decided it was going to start up in time lapse, so it recorded it, but we're all sort of going really fast. So we're having to do it again now before we go and have our dinner. So yeah, so welcome back to us. We've got loads of memories for you.
We've also got a new member of the family. Well, he's not a new member, he's been with us a while.
Oh yeah,
Twiggy.
another decoration.
Another decoration just for Christmas Day. This is Twiggy. Twiggy's been with us now about 5 years. So he was a present of Celine, and yeah, so every Christmas he has his Christmas hat on.
He does. He was carved by one of Celine's friends.
Yes.
From a branch.
So, he sits on our dresser all year round and then has a Christmas hat at Christmas.
Right, so first thing to do is name this head, which we already did once yesterday. So if a different name comes out, I don't know. So there's our head. So we've got all the names in the hat. There's 6 names in there from the 6 suggestions. I can't remember who did it now, so we're just going to give them a good old mix up. Make sure they're all up there. So there we go.
Right, ready.
This is for the name for the head.
What did I do yesterday?
Oh yeah, Christmas vacation drum roll.
Okay. We have got
Please don't be head wiener.
Bruce. This is from Ken Allen. Bruce.
Right, Ken, you got your name. We got Bruce.
There we go.
So our female head is called Bruce.
Jenna.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go then. We've got a female head called Bruce. Right, so that's that done. Right, Christmas memories then. So I think we'll start off with Jenny's Christmas memory, and yeah, go ahead, Jen.
Okay, well, my Christmas memory is my most magical Christmas, and also a bit of a burst bubble Christmas, all on the same Christmas Day. So I'd been good all year. I used to have a little blue bike that had rubber tires, and one handlebar, two handlebars, but one brake on the handlebar, which was the front brake. So as I got a bit bigger, I must have been about 6 or 7, would ride along the road, pavement, whatever, press the brake, fly over the handlebars, because it just used to stop dead. So I wanted a new bike. Asked Father Christmas for one, and Christmas morning I woke up. At the end of my bed was my stocking with the normal little bits of like selection box and things like that in. Sorry.
Jenny's new watch.
I got a new watch for Christmas. Apparently it's 12:23. Yes, anyway, I had my stocking, which I opened, and then I ran down the stairs to see whether Father Christmas had bought my bike. And there it was in the living room, a lovely gold bike with blue mud guards, blue chain guard, white tyres that were a little bit grey, and yeah, a white saddle. So, and it was a big bike. It was my first big proper bike, so I was amazed. But on the saddle was a little note in an envelope with little decorations on it, and it was from Father Christmas, and it said, "Dear Jenny, you've been good all year, so I've bought you your new bike. I'm really sorry that the tyres are dirty, but last night my sleigh broke down, so I had to use your bike to deliver the rest of the presents for the children. So if it hadn't been for my bike, you wouldn't have got presents that year. So in about 1977, if you got presents, that's down to me and my bike." So I thought that was amazing. I've obviously remembered it all these years later. Haven't remembered many others. And went out, had a ride on my bike. My cousins that lived a few doors away saw it, and my one cousin, Stuart, decided to tell me that there was no such thing as Father Christmas. Father Christmas didn't get me my bike. My mum and dad bought it second hand. That's why the tyres were dirty. So
There's a lovely cousin.
So I believe in Father Christmas. I still believe in Father Christmas. He's bought me some lovely presents this year. He's bought me this watch. So yes, I do believe Father Christmas used my bike, and a great bike it was too, and it lasts me for a fair few years.
Good for you.
So that's my Christmas memory.
Better than Dan's bike one.
Yes.
Right, okay, so we've got some memories to read out. I think that's what we did yesterday,
We
wasn't it?
did, yeah.
I'm not sure I understand.
I don't know what my watch is.
Do you keep pressing the crane or something on it? Let's put it back a bit. There you go.
Okay.
Mine doesn't do it. Right, shall I start off?
Go on then.
Yeah. So we've got obviously I asked for Christmas memories in the comments, and I've noted them all down, and we're going to read some out. I've also got a couple of videos to put in as well from Jane from Hedgecombers, Joe from Joe Wheeler, and Austin from Scudo Camper, so look out for those in between. So the first memory is from Ben Coleman. He says, one of my best Christmas memories was when I was young, was going to bed really early, kept getting up through the night to see if he had been, I did mess this up last night, to see if he had been. Finally, when he did turn up, I remember getting the rest of the family up really early. He wasn't happy, but I was so excited. So yeah, I think we all did that, didn't we?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I remember one Christmas we opened our presents about 3 o'clock in the morning. Mum and Dad were not impressed.
No,
I blame my brother for that one.
I think I'd have had to forego my tree presents if I'd have done that.
Okay, right, Ken Allen. My only Christmas story is that I'm still waiting for my chopper bike that I asked for in 1964 or 65. It was the one with the high handlebars, banana seat and a 4-speed shifter. My friend had one and I always drooled over it. I remember the chopper bike. They were iconic back then. They're even better now. So I don't think you're going to get one now unless you're a really, really good boy, because they're very
They've
expensive.
had their Christmas, and he has messaged me and said he didn't come again this year.
Well, he didn't come, or he just didn't bring the bike?
He didn't bring the bike.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
He
Yeah,
lives in New
you haven't
Zealand.
been-
They're 13
okay.
hours ahead.
You haven't been good enough, Ken. Come
No.
on, next year.
You and Dan both, I think. Right, so I've got another one here from Sue Taylor. It says, I just remember feeling safe, happy and warm, waiting for Santa to deliver my stocking filled with fun things to unwrap. I remember the love of my parents. So that sounds like a really nice, cosy, happy Christmas with
Proper
your
family
family.
Christmas.
Yeah, yeah. Go do another one, then we'll do a video.
Okay, all right. Well, this
Oh,
is...
actually, this was a long one, wasn't it? So
yeah.
let's do a video now.
Okay.
Let's do the first video now. This is Jane from Hedgecombers in her cosy kitchen and her glass of Bucks Fizz. Enjoy.
Hey Damon and everyone that's watching, and Merry Christmas to you all. I'm sat here with a cheeky little glass of Bucks Fizz. Mum's the word. So my favourite childhood memories. Honestly, there's so many. It's such a lovely time of year, especially when you're a child, right? But one of the ones that popped to mind when Damon first asked me was, unsurprisingly, all about food. And my mum would make brandy butter every single year for Christmas, and it was a big thing. And it was really lovely. She'd get a cereal bowl and she'd fill it with this brandy butter all kind of mounded up. And then in the middle on the top, she'd put one of the, do you remember those little plastic holly leaves, like 3 little plastic green holly leaves that you used to have in the 70s? Are they still a thing now? I don't know. But always, every year, would be this bowl of brandy butter with this little plastic holly leaf thing sat in the top. It was so, so sweet. And as kids, I don't know if it's that we didn't like the brandy part of the brandy butter, or if she didn't want to give us alcohol. I'm not entirely sure. But she would always make a second bowl for my brother and I. And basically, brandy butter is just sugar, butter and brandy. But our version didn't have the brandy, so literally it was a bowl of sugar and butter, and we'd have it on mince pies and Christmas pudding and just about anything, probably even breakfast cereals, I don't know. Hang on a minute, Sassy wants to say Merry Christmas. Here she is, my little tailless cat. For those of you that follow me, you'll know that she had her tail amputated this year, which has been very traumatic for both of us, but she's all fit and well now and very, very noisy. Aren't you? It's really dark down here in Cornwall today. It's hoofing down with rain, which is why I'm sat on this very strange jaunty angle trying to get as much light on me from the window as possible. So sorry if you can't actually see anything here. Anyway, there you go, lovelies. There's my little foodie memory from the 1970s. Thank you, Damon, for my little moment of fame on your channel. And to everyone that's watching, I'm wishing you all a massive Merry Christmas and all of the best wishes for the new year. I think we all deserve to have a tremendous 2021 full of good times with friends and family, obviously good food, and fingers crossed, lots and lots of adventures. So, beautiful people, may I raise my glass to you and wish you all the very, very best for Christmas and for the new year. Cheers.
Thanks for that then, Jane. That was lovely. Some lovely memories there. And yeah, love your kitchen. And that Bucks Fizz. Right, Jen.
I had Bucks
Ian.
Fizz for Christmas.
Oh, yeah. She did.
It was a DVD of Bucks
DVD,
Fizz.
not drink.
Not the drink. Okay, Ian of SJK Artwork. My favourite present I got for Christmas was a scale extric set with 2 minis. I also got money and I went straight over to the model shop when they reopened to buy a Mark I Ford Escort. Yeah, we've all had one of those.
I had a real one.
As the set got bigger over the years, my late father converted our loft to house this scale extric. Wow, that'd be amazing. So you had like Formula One in your attic.
Brilliant.
Real. Another Christmas memory of mine was getting a brand new bike for Christmas. Yeah, you had a new bike. And every weekend heading to the local cycle shop with pocket money to buy the extras for my bike. So like a bell and things like that, I expect. Our Christmas breakfast treat was a homemade hot porridge and it was beautiful. Well, I had hot Weetabix this morning. I do like porridge, but for speed I did Weetabix. And your last memory was your profile picture on YouTube was getting a full cowboy outfit and a rifle for Christmas. You were very proud and thought that you looked like John Wayne, but your dad said you looked more like the Milky Bar Kid from the chocolate bar adverts. But
hey, the Milky Bar Kid was cool.
Strong and tough. He was strong and tough. Well
Brilliant.
done.
Thanks for that, Ian. Yeah, it was very good. Right, so my next one is Val MB. So Val says, growing up very young on a rural farm in Ontario meant lots of chores. Regardless, Christmas was special. In the morning, after presents and breakfast, we spent a bit of time in the kitchen prepping veg, etc. After that, we were free until 3. I did that last night as well, didn't I?
Yeah.
After that, we were free until the 3 p.m. feast. My brother and I would play with our gifts, then dress warm and sling skates over our shoulders. We would head down the lane to the cow pond frozen over. We would skate for hours. By the time we got back, the kitchen was warm and smelled wonderful. We would hang our mittens near the wood burning range to dry. Magical times. Miss those days. Now, that sounds like a Christmas movie to me. That.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
Very
Ice
good.
skating. Yeah.
Ice skating on your
Christmas day.
Christmas day on your land. Brilliant.
Right, the next one is from Tracy Vernon. It says, there was just my brother and I, and we used to sneak up on the landing to see if we could see Santa coming. We always had a selection box, which we used to tuck into in the morning, and Mum would always tell us it would spoil our Christmas dinner. Well, it never did it really?
Yeah, we all did that.
We never had a lot of money, but we always got at least one new present, which was either a Beano or a Dandy annual, which you absolutely loved. Yeah, we loved annuals.
I used to get Rupert. I used to get Rupert the bear.
I used to get Bunty, I think it was called. Yeah, so, and which actually lived. One really good present that you would leave until last. After about 10 minutes, you would 10 minutes after you opened everything else. Ah, right, okay, because those were special presents. Oh, those were the days. So yeah, lovely
Tracy.
memories.
Yeah.
One thing I do remember is Mum taking us to Woolworths for a bag of pick and mix. That was the start of Christmas for us. Well, unfortunately, we don't have Woolies anymore. But I think they do in New Zealand or somewhere like that. They do have a Woolies somewhere in the world.
Woolies used to be really good, didn't they?
But you can get a pick and mix now. But yeah, it's not the same as Woolies.
Yeah. Should we do another video?
Yeah, I think we're doing another one.
So this one's Joe and Joe Wheeler. So enjoy.
Hey there, how are you all doing? This is Joe, and it's just a quick video I'm sending over to Damon for my Christmas story, for his Christmas Eve video, his final video for his Advent calendar that you're watching right now. One of my Christmas stories, there's quite a few actually. One of them would be a memory from when I was a young kid, probably about between 6 and 12 years old. You'd always know it's Christmas when a few days before Christmas my dad would go shopping to the supermarket and buy loads of mixed nuts, chocolates, the fun sized chocolates, soda drinks like Coca-Cola, Tizer, Iron Brew, lemonade, orange juice, oranges as well, the fruit oranges, and it'd all get placed out in bowls he had like these little baskets that would go on the table, and we'd go, can we have a sweet? Can we have a chocolate? Yeah, you can only have one. And we knew it was Christmas. Christmas was close when well, obviously we knew Christmas was close, but we knew it was Christmas when the nuts and all that came out. We had nutcrackers on the table, and it stayed there till I think a day or two after New Year's Eve. So, you know, that's one memory. Just getting, you know, all the Christmas food and drinks in. Another one would be, well, getting back to that, when I got my very first train set, massive. Well, it wasn't massive. The box was massive. The Intercity 225 train, I think it was. I think that was the name of the model. It was Intercity, but I can't remember exactly. And I was just overwhelmed by that. My dad actually made me this wooden pull down thing that the track was all pinned to. So it would be up against the wall, and then I just undo like a lock, pull it down. It'd have legs that come out as well, and then it comes out as like a little table. Then I can put all my scenery bits on there. I had a little tunnel and everything like that, and the track was all pinned down properly. It was painted green, and we was going to paint sky on the wall that was covered up when it's, you know, so it looked like the sky, but we didn't get around to doing that. But I remember that train set. I love that. I think my brother got Scalextrics, so we kind of got the same sort of thing, but different, if that makes sense. So I had the train set, he had the Scalextrics, and I think he had a remote control car at one point as well. I remember a little alien playset. I got Martian playset, and I love that because I love space and things like that. And yeah, also every Christmas, my grandparents would come over Christmas Day. You know, they'd get, you know, we'd wake up, and I didn't live here at the time, but at times I did. Sort of like when I lived at my parents, would get up, and about 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning, my dad would go and pick my grandparents up and bring them back. But when I moved out of there and I moved here, my dad would say, make sure you get over about 10 or 11 so you see your grandparents, and I was always early. They would come, we would open presents, and we'd have Christmas dinner, and we had some fun memories. Me and my mum one year made some homemade Christmas crackers, and as a joke, instead of putting proper presents and gifts inside, we put joke things in. At the time, my dad and my brother were working, they'd done like pallet racking, nut and bolt shelving, mezzanine floors and all that sort of thing. So I put a nut and bolt in my brother's cracker and my dad's cracker, and my nan and granddad put a Brussels sprout in there, and they loved it. They thought it was funny, but we did have a little bit of a present wrapped up at the table as well, so you know, they had their proper Christmas cracker gift. But that was a really funny year, and I think the best thing I did, even though they all used to moan at me about it, was well, as soon as my nan and granddad come in the door, my granddad would go, "What's that?" Because I'll be old and say, "What's that?" "Oh, it's a camera." "Ah," and they're all "ah." But now you look back, and my grandparents ain't here no more. I've got that specific Brussels sprout Christmas cracker incident on film for good. And you know, there's so many good things like when I was a kid, and I'm sure other people have got a lot, and I'm not going to take up much more of Damon's time and his video and your time, so I'll leave it at that. Maybe next year Damon will do another thing like this, and I can tell some more Christmas stories. Anyway, it's my little tree. I'm a single guy on my own, so I've got this little thing here, and yeah. Right, anyway people, stay safe, stay well, and you know, we're in crazy times at the moment, and Christmas isn't the same this year for anybody, but we've just got to try and make the most, you know, and look out for the people that are on their own, make sure they're alright. But stay safe, stay well, and try and have a Merry Christmas. You know, it's what you make it. And yeah, God bless you all, and bye. Oh, I've got to walk round now to turn the camera off, so apologise for that.
So that was Joe's video. Thanks for that, Joe. Great memories there, and some more foodie ones as well. I think we all used to pinch sweets and things at Christmas, didn't we? But just the one. So yeah, Joe was told just the one every time. I bet you snuck another one though, didn't you, Joe? So my next one is from Barbara Bourne, our lovely friend from Germany. And she says, Christmas memories? Thinking about it, only childhood days are coming to my mind. We have the same Christmas every year. Grandparents, good food and lots of presents. As a child and teen, I kind of disliked it. Ooh, a bit of a Grinchy coming in there. Because it was very square and narrow-minded. That's what I thought. Now that the grandparents passed away a long time ago, the children moved so far we cannot meet, and COVID made it even impossible to visit my mum, these long gone times become so dear to me. Often things we do not cherish in the present become like a treasure in the future. It's so true.
Definitely.
You don't know what you've got until it's gone, do you? So
yeah, we're not having a normal Christmas. We're not seeing the people that we would normally see. So
no,
but,
no,
yeah,
I don't think anybody's having a Christmas they actually hope for.
We'll get the vaccine and then it'll all be sorted.
Fingers crossed. Yeah.
Okay, right. This is from Andy for A for Apple. I remember when I was little, we had a very similar Christmas routine to you. Once we opened our stockings, Dad would go downstairs and make breakfast and bring it upstairs. Only when we'd had our breakfast could we go down to find our main presents. I love that sense of magic. Once again, I remember one year when I was about 18. Did you believe in Father Christmas at 18? A few days before Christmas, it snowed quite heavily. So I phoned my boss and said that I couldn't get to the bus stop to catch the work bus. But I then walked for 2 hours in the snow to my mate's house to spend the day in the pub. Let's hope your boss isn't watching.
Good on you, Andy. Yeah. I've actually got another one from Andy as well. So I'll read that one out, then we'll do another video, then the last couple. And because you've only got
one left, yeah.
Okie doke. Right, so this is A for Apple again, Andy. I remembered a lovely Christmas memory for your comments bit. And that's my mum and dad would wait until me and my brother, opened all our presents and thought, well, that's it then. And more often than not, they would say, oh, by the way, we think Santa's left something behind the sofa for you or out on the porch for you. And it would be a large present that we had no idea about, like bikes, or one year we had a pool table.
Wow.
A pool table. How did they hide that?
Well, who's behind the sofa?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can see that.
Brilliant. Nice memory there, Andy.
Video?
Yeah, should I do a video or should I do one more? We've got one more left, don't we?
Okay.
I got two more,
Okay, yeah, go on
so I'll do another one, then we'll do the last video, and then we'll have one more each, and that'll be that. So the next one is Zoe and Nathaniel. Now, I don't know if you can remember me talking about Nathaniel through the videos. He's actually had the same advent calendar as I did, and has been building his car at the same time with his mum Zoe. And I've actually got a picture I can show you. This is Nathaniel with his car finished. So there he is with his car. I think that was before he had his radio control bit. So yeah, I think that was the next day. So well done, Nathaniel. Well
Merry
built.
Christmas.
Yeah. And so Nathaniel's memory is, Nathaniel says his best Christmas memories are some of the gifts he's received. He had a phase of wearing a lot of hats, so Santa brought him in about 8 hats in different styles one year. Another year, we both got new bikes, so we could go on bike rides together. That's Nathaniel and his mum. So that sounds brilliant. And yeah, good for the hats. I wear a lot of hats. I got loads of hats, haven't I?
Yeah, lots of different hats.
I keep buying hats. So yeah, so I'm with you, Nathaniel. Well done. And well done on your car. And hopefully next year we can do another calendar the same. So I'll converse with your mum on that, and we'll see if we can.
Spoil the surprise.
That's it, yeah. So right, so we'll do another video. The last video I've got for you is from Austin at Scudo Camper, and here's his Christmas memory.
Hello guys, look, I'm not on my channel. I'm somewhere different. I hope you guys are all having a very, very good Christmas and New Year. Unfortunately I missed a meetup that the guys had at the field. I think it was a few months back now. Well, they were all having a nice chat about Christmas memories. So Damon said he'd like to include me as well. So I'm doing a little vid, just to say hello, and just to sort of recap on some of my memories, or the memories that I can remember. I think most of your memories seem to go back to childhood, don't they? I think, you know, when you think of a Christmas memory, I think they all stem from childhood. I always used to, quite nearly always used to go to my grandparents for Christmas. But when they got a little bit older, they used to come to us. Yes, they did used to find it hard, actually. I can remember that. They used to, because they didn't drive, you see, and neither did my mum. So, and obviously me being a child, I wasn't able to drive. So they used to get a taxi home. So they used to leave quite early on a Christmas afternoon, because the taxis were awkward to book. So they used to have to book one in advance. So we usually used to go to them, because it was easier for them, because they couldn't get the taxi back home. They had a little bungalow down a little lane, which was only a footpath, and you couldn't get a car to it. There was no car access to their little bungalow. It was down a little muddy path that I can remember, and yes, the taxi had to drop them off, and then they had to sort of trundle down the path down to their little bungalow that they had. Yes, fond memories of Christmas. Yes, fond memories. I can always remember my nan. She always used to buy me funny stuff. It was the sort of stuff that that today people would get from the pound shop. So it would be tat, I suppose you could call it. They were really badly made, tacky toys. You know, it was made in Taiwan, it used to say on most of them in those days. And yes, they were pretty bad. It was like just plastic things with balls in and all sorts of rubbish. You would just say, "Oh, thanks, Nan." He's like, "What am I supposed to do with this?" You know? It's quite amusing, really, bless her. But I don't think she used to know what to buy, really, because obviously she was of an older generation. And yeah, she didn't know what to get, really. I suppose it was the generation of socks and pants and woolly mitts and things like that, you know. That was the sort of thing that they used to buy you, or the sort of things that you used to get. I know one of the memories I can always remember was my mum always used to put peanuts on the side in the dining room, and used to have to go through the dining room to get to the lounge where the telly was, you see, and obviously then the other side of the dining room was the kitchen. So I used to go to the kitchen to the lounge, the kitchen to the lounge, kitchen to the lounge, and every time I went past and through the dining room, I used to grab a handful of peanuts. So of course by lunchtime all the peanuts were gone, and I always used to have a gut ache. So by Christmas dinner time, I always used to have a stomach ache and didn't really want my Christmas dinner, because I'd always managed to fill myself up on the blinking peanuts before. I can always remember it. And I used to do it every year. I was stupid enough to do it every year, and I knew that I was going to have an aching stomach if I ate too many peanuts, and I still used to eat them. Just salted peanuts, you see, they're just so Moorish, you could not leave them behind. But there we go. My nan actually used to do the same as well. She used to have those little jelly things. She used to have a little bowl that had those jellies in the shape of leaves, I think they were, like in the shape of a leaf. Do you guys ever remember them? They were like jellies with sugar on, you know, and she always used to have them, and I was the same then. I used to go a bit back between. They used to have to walk through their lounge, and the dining room was on the other side of their bungalow, and from the kitchen, you see. So I used to walk through the lounge, and I used to take up one of these jellies every time I went through there as well. So I was a terrible nibbler as a kid, especially at Christmas. Anyway, yeah, that was short and sweet. That's a few little memories from me. I hope you guys have a fantastic Christmas. Hope you all have a fantastic New Year. And love and light to everybody. And make it a great one. So, see you then.
So thanks for that, Austin. Well done, mate. That's good memories. The leaves you were talking about, did you mean the oh, was it the orange and lemon halves, those jellies with like sugar on? Or yeah, I don't remember leaves.
I think they used to do like a holly leaf.
Oh, okay.
Similar sort of thing, if I remember rightly.
Holly leaves. I wonder what they would have tasted like.
Yeah, whether they had the berries is, so you might have had like a brown berry or something. I can't remember exactly, but I seem to remember leaf shapes anyway.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So I remember the orange and lemon slices. I also remember those mint crisp things you used to have when you were a kid, like circles in paper. Was it Elizabeth something?
Elizabeth Shaw.
Yeah, Elizabeth. Yeah, do you remember those? You had like a
They still
circle
do
of.
them now.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, but then they're not in that circle anymore. They're in a, because I've just wrapped one up.
Oh, right.
Well, I have wrapped one up this Christmas.
Yeah, I remember those. They used to be in like a circle around, and used to, you know,
Yeah.
they were like on an angle, and used to take them out. And yeah, lovely.
They just chuck them in a box now.
Yeah, used to get our tree chocolates as well.
Right,
Yeah,
shall I do my last one?
Yep. Okay.
Okay. Now, I read this for the first time yesterday, so it was a bit of a surprise yesterday, but I know what's coming this time. Val MB. I grew up on a farm in rural Ontario. Christmases were magical. This is the lady that went ice skating. Were magical because if it snowed on Christmas Eve. One year, a neighbour up the road invited us to have an after-dinner drink. After stuffing ourselves silly, we'd walk the kilometre up the road, which was so welcoming. I wouldn't be able to walk a kilometre after eating my Christmas dinner. When we got there, Moira made her infamous conductor, which I think is a cocktail.
Yeah. What's a conductor?
I should have looked it up last night, shouldn't
Yeah.
I? But yeah, made a conductor. I remember it tasted quite good going down. On the way home, I was so ill and I let it spew. Big red orange blob in the snowbank.
Oh, gross.
Fun times, but I haven't had a conductor since.
Val,
I am going to go and look this up in a minute.
Let me know
to
what
see
your version of conductor is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's red and orange. Oh, don't know.
Fanta, maybe. I don't know.
I'd imagine it'd be alcoholic. It may something with Fanta.
Yeah. Oh well.
Go on.
Oh, nice one then. Right, so the last one then is my sister Marina, who sent me a little memory. And hi Marina, hope you're feeling better, and you and Gavin, Merry Christmas. And yeah, they're just recovering from COVID, so they're both teachers. So hope you're both feeling a lot better now. So Marina says, my absolute favourite memory of Christmas was how excited I would feel driving home for Christmas when we came over to see you, Jen, Granny and everyone else who was around for a visit. They live in Wales and we live in Gloucester, so they used to come over and do their sort of Christmas rounds. I love giving you your presents and packing our car up with all the amazing gifts that we've given them back. And I love driving back to Wales with Granny in the back. I love driving back to Wales with Granny in the back seat with me, holding my hand the whole drive back, and then taking the telly over to watch Corrie every night. In brackets, she's put, Dad loved this. So that was a lovely memory, Marina. And we all miss your Granny. She was a lovely lady.
Yes.
And yeah, we used to go and take her a present every year as well. So that's it for the memories. So well done, everybody. Some lovely memories there, and I hope we brought them back to life for you a little bit by reading them out.
On Christmas,
And,
on Christmas Day.
On Christmas Day, yeah. So it's another little memory for you. My hands are absolutely freezing. We've had a really hard frost overnight, so I'm just going to put them under my legs a minute.
Nothing like what it is in Canada, I'd imagine.
No.
So-
But cold for us over here. So yeah, so we've got Bruce,
Bruce the head.
a head called Bruce. I don't know if I can keep calling her Bruce, but we'll try for a little while. Thanks for watching all the videos for the calendar. The car turned out absolutely brilliantly, as you saw in yesterday's video. And yeah, thanks for watching all the lovely comments and everything. It really spurred me on. There were times actually when I would sit inside and it would be pouring down rain outside. I knew it was going to be cold and like damp in the air, and I say to Jen, I don't want to go out and do that. And Jen goes, go on, go in, do it. You've done this much.
He was not happy when he came back in.
Yeah. They made me. It really cheered me up doing the calendar for you lot. And like I say, the comments really spurred me on. So thank you for that. And I think that's it. So I think you should all go and have your Christmas dinners.
Go and have your dinner. We've probably eaten them now because you're probably watching this afterwards.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have a look in the comments later to see what you've all been up to, and I'll comment myself.
Yeah,
and
we're going to go and have our
we're
Christmas
going to go and
dinner.
have our Christmas dinner.
And
We'll see you soon.
I think when we get back, we're just going to put our feet up because it's been such a busy time, isn't it? So, another thing I need to mention as well. Next week I'll do a video for the car. Obviously I said I'm going to auction it off. So the proceeds from the auction will go to Noah's Ark Rescue, which is obviously our rescue. So what's that going to go on, Jem?
That will go towards the vet fees for the dogs that we get in, and so quite a few of them need sort of ongoing treatment and everything. So that will pay towards that. One of them is howling at the minute.
I can hear Luna howling, so we're going
to have to go back in.
Sign off in a minute.
But you can. I don't keep it dated at the moment, but I will do now. We're in the following year and things like that. So noahsarkrescue.org.uk. Have a look on there.
And the wildlife we pick up as well, don't we?
We also pick up wildlife,
which
obviously
the fuel comes out of our pocket for that. So we take it up to Val, which is up by Tewkesbury, to the wildlife hospital. So I think we're going to have to sign off there because they're all kicking off inside.
Something's happening.
I don't want to upset our neighbour, so they know we're out here. So I think they're just calling us in. So Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
And I will see you in the week. So take care and see you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Merry Christmas. Love you. Bye.